Now let's try this. I think I'm not ashamed of anything. I'm here though. Let me delete that one. And we'll start new. Hello, Indoril. Yes, we're picking up the kitties tomorrow. Very exciting. Exciting and new. We're over on EU. Oh dear. Congo rats? Oh, right, because he won money. Endominius! Alright, I'm here. Sorry, I got a little distracted by mail. Alright, so EU. Haven't done EU in a while, so we're not going to have any spoilers. We're going to have a lot of houses we need to look at, though. Let's start with the oldest, which is, well, the oldest A, which is Pixie, out of Velothi. Pixie kitty. Alright, let me change my face again. Thank you. They're coming tomorrow. Well, that's not quite true. We're getting them tomorrow. They're not going to just show up out of nowhere. We're going to have to drive 4 hours about to Kalamazoo, Michigan. We're going to have to go to the lady's house, sign all the papers, pay all the money, and then load them up. We have a cage and some, we have 2 cages because we used to have Maine Coons, which are huge. And we have 2 carriers for the vet visits. So just whichever one that seems to be the more appropriate way of travel will do. I like this. The mushrooms on the trees I never think to do. And it's such a cute thing. Since I'm not always on EU and lately have been less so on EU, look at this. Most people don't put the kitchen in this part. If any of you are EUers and you have a house you want me to go see, just let me know. I will make sure that we prioritize that. Leggies. We shall research leggies. Why not? Yay! Leggy research. The bow is useless. I don't think we have anything else. Nope, that was it. Crafting house back here. Oh, look at that. Little sculpture. Little mushroom sculpture. Really, really cute. I like the use of the light up there. That looks really good. They must have multi-level layered that. That looks more like more than one set. The kids. Zabi and Fazaz. Fazaz! I'm looking forward to it, but I'm nervous. I think it'll be much better when we get them. I think the thing is I'm just worried about whether I'm making the right choice, etc., etc. Look at all these, like, it's almost like little biomes within the house, unexpectedly. And they definitely redid the architecture too, because you can see there's a whole section here that's added. And then, you know, these walls aren't normally here. Shelving. Lots of cool stuff going on in this house. Definite improvements. That's smart. A little swing there. Oh, a whole second floor I didn't see. Wow. That looks great, actually. I never would have thought to just lean them, right? Another bed. I've been doing a lot of antiquities, and since I wasn't feeling good enough to come on, I got all of the final pieces of the mount, the doggo mount. Good morning. Yes, it is almost kitty day. I'm quite excited. I can't wait. Can't hardly wait. All right, let's do Noth's Pandora in Calthethen, sci-fi in space. It is quite exciting. I am nervous, worried, not sure I made the right decision to get new cats so quickly. Feeling guilty towards Bango, even though he won't be here. Just typical me, but I really do want these cats, so I think it's gonna work out. Wow, totally redone. So this is interesting because it's the ground is either granite, I think it's granite, volcanic, and then over there is daedric. This is daedric rock. So they are covering up the tile-ish floor, which this weirdly has in Coldharbour, with rock, and yet still embracing the whole Oblivion-esque kind of look. I think it's really smart. I'm sad that they had to use so many slots on the ground cover, but I understand it. You know, I don't understand why it has a tile floor in here normally. This makes more sense. Something more natural or rock-like. Good morning, Balin. It's really pretty though. It's like whatchamacallit? The glowy place underground. I forget the name of it. Words are hard when you have no brain. But is my thingy not working? Ay. Hold on a second. I can probably guess what's going on. Disconnected. Why are you disconnected? Hold on. Connect. Yes. All right. Let's see what it says here. Sorry guys, hold on. There. I said I closed it and reopened it. It should be working now. Really weird. Sorry about that. There you go. It had connectivity problems, so it says if it tries to reconnect 5 times, it just logs itself out and it stays out. Which is odd, but okay. Our power did go out the other day. Could be that. I feel like I'm supposed to go up on this tree though. It's so natural. Like in a good way. I think this is the way we're supposed to go. I think there are pets walking along the way. Here's a guar. This is really, really well done, Noth. Rodizio. Oh, look at that! How cool! Unexpected treehouse is unexpected. Neat. Sneak. Hello. Hello. Hello, my baby. Hello, my darling. Hello, my ragtime gal. Really nice. Really nice. I would almost turn this platform into something else, but I'm not sure what. Maybe a statue? Add a statue and then it's perfect? Something that gives it a little bit of a period or an exclamation point. Excellent, excellent house though. I really like it. It's really neat. Alright, we just did a knot, so let's go to No 4 Sniper 2K3. Earthtear. So yeah, I got the doggy mount that you have to put together from Antiquity, and it was not easy. But I lucked out in that apparently a lot of people are still trying to get it. So a lot of the world bosses and stuff that you have to kill, there are people already there who are stalking it and killing it over and over and over, so you don't need to like recruit friends to help you do it. You can just go, and usually there's somebody standing around there trying to kill the thing. Look at this. It's so full looking. Not used to that. Earthtears aren't usually this full looking. All sorts of stuff you could use. It's full looking, but there's gaps, as you can see. I mean, I guess that's the choice you make. You know? Cut off and close off a part of it, or you risk this issue, which is certain spots are going to be a little sparse, but that's just the choice you have to make in this house. And it's not a fun choice. Also, it looks like they built up in the rear. Like a little Argonian village or something. Oh, nice view. Nice view. Also, these walls probably took up a lot of slots. The amount of things we have to sacrifice in order to make even small improvements sucks. It's true. Like, I'm sure this person really wanted to be able to do, you know, these walkways all the way across, but they can't because of this item slot issue. There's laundry over there. Ah, ruins. Oh no! Somebody help them! Their cart fell in the water. I would never think to put the cart like it's falling off. Just wouldn't occur to me. People are smart. That is a fire hazard, my friend. A good one, but a fire hazard no less. Somebody doing their wash. It's a neat little, like fishing town or something. I also got all the pieces of the Ring of the Wild, which, man, does that spoil the shit out of me. I'm like feeling like on my normal character here that I'm going too slow because I'm getting used to the 45% boost. It's terrible. Oh, a little kitchen area. Hello, C-Code. I am so turned around right now. Not really sure where I am. I'm so confused. All right, here we are. Okay, so that's the entrance. All right, let's go see what they did in the back. They definitely did stuff. This is kind of an epic house. No, no! What happened to you? You dead. I'm sorry you're dead. Let me put on my glasses. I'm blind. Alright. Definitely it's got everything you could need, but it's all spread out a little bit because it's more of a town than it is a, you know, quick pit stop kind of house, which I admire. Sometimes you just want to be in that RP-ish kind of mode where you're not broken out of it into, oh, I need to do these writs mindset. You can just go, oh, I need to go to the blacksmith shop. Very pretty. I like the idea of using the towers as almost like little window window alcoves where you could stick candles in them. It's just, they're huge. If I missed anything, no sniper, let me know. This is neat. It's neat. Alright. Woody Bees, Voldrins Hütte. Duh. Voldrins Hütte, or hut, or something in German that I can't say. So 18th Undaunted celebration is coming. I put instructions in my Discord for you in case you want to look at them. All the deets, thanks to Nova Draken, are in there. Good morning. So if you want to read up on it and prepare, that is where to go. Why are there rocks? Oh, because they covered up the thinger. Alright, that makes sense. Everybody with their towns lately. So all the information on that is in Discord. There are also several new contests, including I was asked to... Look at that cart made out of the shell. That's adorable. I was asked to help judge the contest for One More Pulls housing contest. You remember last time it was just this enormous contest. Look at that. I guess that's a cake. Is that a cake or is that a cash register or a radio? It almost looks like a radio while they're cooking. I can't quite put my finger on it. But I declined because I think I'm going to be going home to New York at some point. Look at the little subtle detail. Only a decorator would think I should put something up there. And then, like, 90% of the people who come into this house would never notice. And then the rest of us would be just tickled by it. And say, oh, wow, look at that. They thought to do that. It's true. Kitty dropped their ball. You should put it in his mouth. That would have been... it's just silly. No, I like it though. It's fine. Can you move down? Whee! I don't think so. Oh, yes. Uh-oh. Uh-oh! I'm dead. I want to see what that is, though. There's a little island. You see it? I don't think we can get down to it, but there's a little island here. It's a grave. Okay. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it and I'm gonna die and I'm... Oh, it's not even all the way down so that you don't actually go to it. Alright. My bad. I definitely enjoyed the expansion and suggest that you get it. If you haven't played through it, it's got a really good story. It's... Oh, this doesn't seem quite done. It's not the most attractive one. I mean, there's bits about Fargrave that are fascinatingly pretty, like the crystals and whatnot, but for the most part, it's kind of gray and depressing. But the story makes up for it, I think. The story's pretty good. Compared to, you know, the last couple, which, I mean, I don't know. I wasn't thrilled with. This one seemed better written, for what that's worth. I would like to, you know, at some point, talk to or hear a conversation with the writers about this particular expansion, because I have questions, or rather not really questions about it, but just more like would like to know the inspirations and the reasoning behind why they went in that direction. I'd be curious to know. I am curious to know. This is quite pretty, but you know my feeling about building out over here. I guess people live in this section? Where they're working on improving the spots. I'm not sure what's going on, but it definitely is pretty. Inked Ravens, Moon Sugar. I hope you are all well. Is there anything going on in your lives that's of interest? Or are you all just doing stuff? Waking up. Oh, it's not public anymore. We'll move on then. I don't know why I had that linked. Go again during day. Or Cytheria. Cytherea's is serenity. I'd rather go back when Lavothi's on. You got it. Alright. Cythereus. We may have seen this, but I am not 100%. Yeah, that seems to be... Aw. That seems to be the song and dance I'm hearing from everyone, which is tons of job openings, but none of them are calling on it. There's a lot of speculation as to why that's happening. That's a pretty house. But, you know, we're all just shooting theories out there. It's like no one really knows for sure, but some people are saying they're just trying to maximize profit and telling people they're trying to hire, but then not really doing it. So their employees just suck it up and do it. Huh. Cute little way of doing that. Whoa, what's this? Oh, it says sauna. Steam room. You would think that they would be hiring for that with all of the supply chain problems. You'd think they'd take anything. They'd give you anything you ask for if you're willing to do trucking. You know what I mean? But maybe all of them are long hauls that the jobs are being offered for. I don't know. Little art. Okay, so they're selling things in here. Javanus, are you a customer or toys? Spices. Oh, this must be a massage. Oh, it's a tattoo place. Oh, clever. Oh, nicely done. Took me a bit, but yeah, that's neat. I guess it would be hard to put needles somewhere. Like, what would you even use for a needle? Oh, this looks like a hotel. Gaming and harp. This is closed off, but it's super pretty. Looks, that's the massage area. Okay. That's what I'm guessing. That's why cars are stupid expensive right now. Everything I've been reading, though, also suggests that... Oh, it's a weight room. I think. Also suggests that some of the supply chain suppliers are doing this purposely to increase profit. It becomes more profitable all along the supply chain line if there's a shortage. People pay more because the supply is so limited compared to the demand. So why hire more truckers when you're making more money out of having less? Oh, it is the mermaid making that. Lots lots of different sauna-type showery areas and spa stuff, and it's just really neat. And then you can go work out. Nicely done. Is that a problem in Canada? Are they not getting vaccinated in Canada? Is it because the vaccine is slow to get to areas, or because people are anti-vax? I mean, I understand some countries like Australia don't have access to as much vaccine as we do. Dark Eminence, Vereys Manor, Water's Edge. When a packed diplomat buys a house around Cyrodiil, everyone with a story, information to tell is welcome to dine and enjoy. Oh, and next you choose an emperor. Remember, your dinner tonight's being paid for by House Lalu. Yeah. It's not a good time for big investments, no. Unless maybe, I mean, even house prices are up because of supply and lots of people wanting to get out of their homes and move into, since a lot of people are working from home, you know, they want to live in a better environment. Oh, good. I would have assumed that the, thanks, Nordenheim, 103. You're awesome. Thank you. Nordenheim. Thank you. And thank you for the follows, folks. Much appreciated. Here, I'll put on a face for you. I won't just be a faceless potato. Yay! Thank you. So cool. Oh, I appreciate it so much. Don't worry about it, Nord. We're just looking at pretty houses on EU. That is the current goal. Nothing scary. No spoilers. I'm okay. What are you doing? I'm gonna go pick up my new kids tomorrow. Would you like to see my new kids? I show everybody my new kids because I'm so proud. These are my new kids. Hold on, hold on, hold on for one more day. Let me show you my kids. Hold on. My kids! Aren't they cute? We're picking them up tomorrow. Yay! Thank you. Yeesh. It's gonna be an 8-hour drive to all around. They're rescues. They're Bumble and Nora is their names, but we will probably be changing them. And they are Highlanders, and they're cute as buttons, and they're 7 and 9, and they're very bonded with one another. They're extremely close, so the foster didn't want to split them up. So yeah, those are our fur babies. We are getting them. Sadly, we're getting them because we lost Van Gogh. And this was Van Gogh. He was a sweetie. But he was 17, so, thank you. He was a 17-year-old boy, and he had a long life. He died of a heart attack. So we are adopting two new ones to the family. And we loved him very much, but, you know, he had a... Yeah, he did. Old man went. But we loved him very, very much, and he was, believe me, he was spoiled. He was a spoiled old man. Yeesh. So these guys, I mean, 7 and 9, they got a lifetime ahead of them, sort of. They're middle-aged, they're not senior. Old man was always, hey, Sweather. Old man was always senior as long as we had him. We adopted him senior, and then he just got more senior. But we loved him so much, and it's really sad. But looking forward to it. Thank you, thank you. I'm doing much better. Oh no, Lyrinth, you're caged. I'm doing a lot better. I still feel kind of guilty that I'm moving and getting kitties so quickly, but I didn't want these guys to get to... I didn't want to let them get by me, you know? They're going to be such a great addition to the house that I didn't want to miss out on them. But yeah, thank you. He was a good boy. He was a sweetheart. Oh, I really like that with the jars. That's gorgeous. Why have I never thought to do that? Those are just completely cobbled together. They're gorgeous. This is Dark Eminence's house on EU. Thank you. Oh, now I'm getting a little choked up, but I'm alright. So yeah, getting the kids tomorrow. I won't be on my normal time because we'll be driving. Yeah, they did a really nice job on that. It's subtle. Like, I almost didn't see it. Alright, see you later, Nord. I understand, believe me. After my streams are over, I just collapse. Yes, my name is the same. Yep, I am Stabbity Doom. Stabbity Doom! What's in there? What? Oh, it's a flower! Cute. I try to visit everyone. In my spare time. I can't always stream everybody, but I definitely want to visit. Car stream? It's gonna be the most boring stream ever. An 8-hour drive round trip to Kalamazoo, Michigan? Oh, was it not opened? Was it you whose house wasn't opened? I know I had somebody who had that problem recently. My memory is bad, even for words, so please don't take it personally if I don't recall. Who did it? Who is the creepy builder? A little shrine area down here. This is stunning, Dark Eminence. The whole house is really well decorated. You know, we were talking about this, builders versus decorators, and I mean, you may be both, but you definitely did an amazing job decorating. I don't know why I walked out the front door, but I just did because I'm a dumbass. Just ignore me. My memory is poops. Palmy is amazing. Bastest Varlasavea. Palmy is amazing. Slash Lurk is cool. I heard Todd just gave an interview the other day. I don't know why, and like people were asking when Skyrim's or the next one is coming out, and I'm like, they haven't even started on it. How is he going to tell you when it's coming out? But if you don't watch slash work Lurk, that is Rich. And you should, Rich Lambert, if you're curious, you could, wow, check him out and go watch and get some little information. He does explain things that we don't quite, let me see what you said. Grim Hearthwoe, Sinister Biscuit. Oh, okay, I love that name. I may have seen it. Yeah, I know. It's not gonna happen. Not for fishing. It's not gonna happen for fishing. It's really throwing a monkey wrench in things for the Odyssey of the Odyssey of the Dragonborn. For those of you who've played the mod Legacy of the Dragonborn, which is freaking amazing, as I understand it, the upgrade will break that too. basically, SKSI, is it? Sky, whatever the one is that everything relies on, is going to be broken. And we have to wait for it to be fixed before mods will work with the update. So I'm hoping to keep everything old and not update. Right. SKSE, thank you, Ariel. I don't know why that slipped my mind. It's like a castle out here. But yeah, that's what I was talking about. Thank you for correcting me. Oh, thank you. I don't know where we got it from. It was my ex-husband used it as a name, but I think I came up with it. So like, we're still friends, so it's cool. He doesn't use the name anymore. He went with Little Feet after that because that was another name we had for kitties. We kind of, for a while there, we had nicknames for cats in our community, and we would just use them for character names. And I think Scabbity Doom was a nickname I made up for one of the cats in our community. But anyway, long time ago. This is that new sulfur pool. You can get it from Blackwood. Not Blackwood, Jesus, stabby. Fargrave. Now here's something you should know about Fargrave. There are pieces of furniture at the regular house furnishing cellar that do not show when you first go there. There are like scrap pieces of paper and whatnot don't show up until you've opened certain quest lines or finished certain quest lines, almost like achievement items, but they're not achievement items. I remember I went there and there wasn't any paper, there weren't any other things like that, and then I went back after I finished the whole zone and there was stuff there, new stuff there. It was very strange to me. I'm a little turned around here. Yeah. I went and looked at it first thing because, you know, of course, I'm going to want to go and check the, you know, the cheapy stuff that I can go buy. And there's some things there, but there's others that showed up later, like the paper. It was very strange. I was like, I don't understand why it works that way. Maybe I'm on crack, but I don't think so. You should. If I see any, I'll show it to you, but there's these scattered pieces of paper. I mean, we could test it, but I don't want to do any spoilers, so. It's like clutter, but multiple pieces of paper. It's not a race. You take your time and do things the way you want. That is lovely. Kinnereth with water. Okay. She's like an island goddess, so I kind of get it. It's almost like a church in here. Yeah, as is everyone. The problem with, and I'm gonna just tell you, and it's not, this is not a spoiler. The problem with the new zones, the biggest problems I would say, come from the fact that there isn't a lot of places that you can steal high quality goods from. I finished it, and I really liked it. Which pet? I thought it was a satisfying story. But there aren't a ton of places to steal. And the place, at least not high quality stuff. I mean, you can loot those like sacks and provisioning stuff anywhere. But the, yeah, but these aren't spoilers. But there aren't a lot of like drawers and cabinets and things like that. So what people have been doing, here's the kitchen, is they've been finding single places that do have lootable stuff and just doing it over and over and over and over and over. Thanks for the follow. Is it sparkly? Oh. It might be in a Indrik. It might be the ghost Indrik. I want the Dage Rat. I want to be a Rocks. How interesting. Look at what they built up here. It's like the top of a castle. Hello. It does sound like the ghost Indrik, but I don't think you're going to be able to get the ghost Indrik. Because, those were part of the previous system of how they of like, you know, tickets and whatnot, that they've moved on to doing none of those hippogriff things. I want to see if you can go in here. Yes, yes, thank you. That's right. So I don't think they're gonna bring him back, but I'm sorry. Some things they really do retire. Not much, but some things. So this must be the main bedroom. Oh my gosh, this place is wild. There's so much to it, Basta. It's very creative. Let's do Plyrix, Roleplay, Cozy Desert Dwelling, Twin Arches. It's fine. I just don't love the way it runs. It runs kind of stupid. That's just my thought. Not my favorite. Alright, 200 out of 200. Cozy Desert Dwelling. We'll have to see what's over there when we get a chance, but it looks like Baby Raz. Or Baby something. I'm not a fan of the way that a lot of different mounts run. Exactly. The galumphers. You're absolutely right. Bears run weird. Cinch. Like the, not cinch, the big kitties. I forget the name of them. Run weird. Bears are like, why are you on my back? Ah, this is what I'm talking about. See these papers here? These spread out papers? These are the items I'm talking about. These are from the Fargrave furnishing vendor. They're clutter. They're cheap. But they are also, they're all one thing, by the way. But they don't show up when you first go to Fargrave and look at stuff. If you go after you've done the quest line, then they show. That's what I mean. There's certain items that don't show from the regular furnishing vendor. I don't know why, but that one I noticed is that way. What's in here? Bathroom! No, well, I guess that's the toilet right there. No, I can't. They were just, I mean, I will use them in my random mount, but they're not my favorite. What's going on over here? Are you building stuff, little dude? I think little dude's building things. They are weird. They are definitely weird. Let me change my thinger. Hair. Put that away. Body markings doesn't really matter. Major adornments. I'll put that on. Yeah, I'll pass on that. Alright. Alright. That's all we got. That's what we're gonna do for now. Let's do... Renegade Valor. Gardens and Estates. Drunken Goat Inn. Sweetwaters. Welcome, adventurer. Come and rest in the Drunken Goat Inn. Rest in a Drunken Goat Inn. Sounds dirty. I'll pass. Kitty! Kitty! Las Vegas. I'm a kitty now. Alright. Sweetwater. Sweetwater. By Renegade Valor. Actually, it's kind of funny. I used to play WoW for many, many years. And there was a guy who just could not, oh, how pretty, could not pronounce things. And he honestly did. That's amazing. Look at that. He honestly did say Valor instead of Valor. And he called glyphs glyphs. And kodos, he would call them kudos. I mean, he was just really, really bad at saying words. I mean, he was just bad. And, bourbon, he called it bourbon. It was like, all these words that were so weird. So weird to hear pronounced wrong. So, we've got a, derp pool table. There we go, pool table. Oh, little spots to sit. Little booths. No, he was from the US. He was American, English speaker. Well, theoretically an English speaker. Just, I don't know, had a problem with how he pronounced words. That's odd. Oh, they must have pushed a piece of furniture down. I was gonna say that. I don't think they have EHT in here. Bar. But, I mean, I wouldn't make fun of him except for the fact that he was a total jerk, which had nothing to do with anything. I played on a PvP server, if you could believe it, because smoker. That is a good smoker. My ex-husband was friends with them, and he wanted to play on the PvP server, and I love the backsplash, look at that. And I wanted to play with my ex-husband. This was when we were married. So I went to the server he was going to be on, and it was PvP, and it was awful. Yes, that happens to a lot of us. There are words like that. I think we all have that with interesting sync. 1 or 2 words, but this was like consistent, and we would correct him and he would still say it wrong, and it was really weird. But these guys were not my kind of people, you know? They weren't very nice. They were your typical, stereotypical, PvPers, toxic, jerks, lived for causing grief for others. Not necessarily all PvPers are like that, but there's certainly a stereotype. It is, and they kept it in the basement, so it's pretty obvious that the rest of this is for decorating. I don't know if that's a hotel as well. Oh, a shower. Look at the shower. How cute is that? Really nicely done. Oh, it still happens to me, and I'm 44. For the longest time, I thought this word was said chick. It's not. It's chic. and words like that. I thought this word was regime. It's regime. I mean, there's things, you know. We all are dumb sometimes. We all think silly things sometimes. Oop. Oh, closed off. Okay. Are we closed off on both sides? Probably. Yes. So let's go outside. Good evening. Ooh. This person likes their gardens. Renegade. They do big garden scenes and big fountain scenes out front. Interesting. Hello, Serene. So I'm thinking of renaming one of the cats Serene. Yes. How pretty. Let's swim out to her. Quite nice. She's pretty neat. I had to get her myself. Let me show you her different modes. So this is her with nothing on. Ha! 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 I mean, well, I guess she has nothing on, but you know, the statue isn't on. Then you have the steam. She does steam bubbles. Steam and bubbles. Then you can turn her on to do this weird kind of splooshy thing. And then finally this one, which is what they had on, which is the geyser type. So those are different ways you can set that up. Now if you want to use EHT, you could even use actions to manipulate which ones people see. But depending on different things, like where they are. Like if I wanted to do it so that if over there I see steam, but over here I see explosively water, you could set that up with actions. Anything that's configurable to different states, you can do action work with. Now I don't know if it's bugged, because Calgronted was bugged for a while. Well, let me see. Her texture? Do you mean just seeing it because it's, her text? Well, yeah, she does get a little more glowy, like she's covered with water here, so she's a little more, yes, her texture does change, look at that. Wow, that's actually kind of slick. Here she is, just a little bit glowy from the steam. Look at that. There's a cutoff point. Okay, that's the coolest thing I've seen in a long time. Thank you for pointing that out. That is really neat. This house is quite good, yes, I'd agree. Really, really neat. Okay, we'll go to Lokia. I don't know what that means. Sleeping. Well, that's all Zos, and I give Zos credit for that. That's pretty cool. I'm gonna have to clean the house today with my husband. We want to get all remaining stinks of our old kitty out, just so they're not as put out when they get here. Yeah. I mean, it's not like it's filthy or anything, but you know, the less smells we leave for them, the better off it is for them, I think. They're going to be dealing with new scents from the other cat, Sherry. Interesting little lounge area. It's almost like a little skooma lounge. This house, though, man, I just can't help but want to build up or out. I didn't in mine. Mine is not built out or up because of what it is. It's a garden, but it's so tempting to go back and add that because I enjoy the view so much. It's a cute little garden with a nice house up top, some shop, and some scuba looking area over here. We did a serenity. We did a moonsugar. Let's go to skooma catnip, Mara's kiss, or not. Blackraysers. Okay. Oh, a reskin. Handy in room. Oh, neat. Okay, so they've got an outfit station, so you can change colors of things. And they've got their armory station, which if you haven't picked up, you can get. In fact, I should pick it up on this character. I picked it up on my normal, but not on this character. What is it under? Crafting? Motifs? No. Upgrades. Armory slot. There. Does anyone know where it is? Armory. Would help if I knew how to spell. There we go. Pick up your armory station on both sides. It's free. Make sure you get it. And then if you're like me, you always forget to get your ESO plus stuff on both sides. So make sure you pick up your statue too. Here we have Pizzazz. Really pretty redo with all of the different wall coverings and whatnot. And the flowers are nice. Only 30 items if you can believe it. I'm just gonna go plop this down in my antiquarian. Let's show you. In case you didn't know what it's all about. It's about the hokey pokey. You log through all of them? Wow. I don't have that kind of time anymore. I mean, that's insane. It's awesome, but it's insane. I give you credit. Alright, so since I don't really have anything on this side, we'll just plop that down there. So, there's that. Phaedra can look lost. That's some paperwork I have. We'll just stick that there. In case you need it. I have the little sorrow kitty. Where is he? Screw it. We'll put the jerboa up here. Rat. Rodentia! There you go. Good, because that's insanity. Alright, next. Zanmir. Neb. Waterfall House. Neb is pretty ridiculously good, so I have high hopes. No, this is just me on EU, and I just threw it down. We all have the armory. Oh, are you talking to Ollie? Okay. I do like that you directed people to a specific area. Oh, I see. You built a beautiful home. Oh, 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 oh. Look at that. Oof. Oh, that's nice. Very modern. I have two accounts. I have one on... This is my main account, but not my main server. And then I have a second account, which I use for basically mule and off. Oh, look at how pretty. And offloading things. So, for example, I offload my intricates and things that don't sell that fast and stuff like that. I'll dump onto my alt. Plus, I like to help people out by joining their guilds, even though I don't necessarily am not necessarily going to be active. I don't mind being a body, a warm body, because you know, in order to do certain things, you need numbers. So I offer to do that. This is a beautiful home. So pretty. So talented. This room is just the star, though. It's so gorgeous. Although this one ain't bad either. Oh my god, look at that. Oh, beautiful cabinet work. Yes, he does. He does need a beesh. Beehee beehee. It is. It's quite pretty. Hey, Strike. You might be able to squeeze a few more slots out by changing the stairs to more, to bigger items like these. You can use these bridge things or whatever. Even these little flat ones might help. I don't know. But I mean, it looks gorgeous, so don't worry about any of that. I was just pointing out that if you want to squeeze out some more items, that's what I'd do. But beautiful. As usual. Everything you do is good. Thank you for the follow. Ghost Mom 50. Alright, so Lokia 99. Hundings. For a while there, I was going to do ghostwriting, legal ghostwriting, for people as a job when I retired, quote unquote, from my job for my health as a lawyer. I was going to do legal ghostwriting, and I called the company the Phantom Attorney. So it reminds me of that, but I didn't go with it. I ended up getting a job. So now what I do is research for a company. But it's 600 to 600. I think we have mostly shops here. It's very limited in hours, but that's okay because I'm kind of limited. I had to quit being an attorney for my health reasons, and so it works out, you know. The limited hours are good. Can only do what I can handle. I mean, really, the whole reason why I wanted a job anyway was less about the money and more about wanting to have something on my resume. you know, so I didn't have a gap. Goes me going from an attorney to this research position for the last few years. So there's really no gap in my resume, and I don't have to tell people, oh, I quit for my health at an interview, because then they're going to be like, oh, you have health problems? We're not going to hire you. So it's resume fodder. Not great resume fodder, but it's better than nothing. Better than nothing. Very pretty. I would like to sit here and eat the bread and cheese. We'll go back around front, but I wanted to see. This is obviously a market, so I wanted to take a good look at it. I mean, if I ever suddenly miraculously healed, I would like to go back to working full-time. But I have a feeling that that is never going to happen. If anything, my health has deteriorated since I quit. So, kitchen, storage back here. Oops, your little meats and whatnot are kind of under. You need to push them up a little bit. Dining area with cake. Let them eat cake. At least you didn't use the blood cake. The blood cake creeps me out. That one's okay. It's red velvet. What are you up to, Keldora? There's no one here to serve. Go scrub a floor or something. Oh, they're playing games on the floor. That looks really uncomfortable. It's funny, I'm like, I'm 44 and I have rheumatoid arthritis. The last thing I want to do is sit on the floor. I'll never get up again. That's it. I will be on the floor for the rest of my life. It'll be the last you ever see of me. Thank you, Helena Henbasket. That's a cute name. Helena Henbasket. So they seem to have put a lot of the little chairs that they got from Rivenspire on the patios. But I think this is the real stunning area, if I'm correct. There's a little spot up somehow. Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. Sorry about that. You have my sympathies, trust me. I had to quit my job for it, because of it. As an attorney. It's like, how much time, you know, you put into getting to a career and then you have to quit because your body just can't handle it. But yeah. Well, if you wondered why I'm around and doing this stuff, it's not for the money, but it's because, you know, I care about it and I care about you guys and I don't have a social life anymore. And well, I was working in law. I was a family lawyer. I love those lining. And I did enjoy it and I miss it still. But the reality is, Luxina, all lunar champion. Oh, we looked at one of those, didn't we? Alright, we won't go there. But, you know, life is what it is. You don't always pick what happens to you. Pretty fly, Banquets and Feasts, hakkvilds. Falcon Ring Hall. You know, it's like college, law school, taking the bar, suffering through years of shitty jobs until I finally got to the one that paid me what I was worth and I was happy, and then, you know, got cancer, beat that, then got RA. Well, that's not cool. Hey, you know, All Thumbs, have you thought about working in care, like healthcare like that? I mean, if you, even as just like an orderly or something, if you have that kind of knowledge, might be a time to get out of trucking altogether if that's what you want to do. You definitely have the bedside manor for it. Oh, look, they're getting married. Don't marry the boaster, Numisma. Don't do it. Look at what a tool he is. Don't marry him. Oh, Lord. She sounds like a teenager. I know she's not, but she sounds like one. Oh, look at the snowball. And then I was just like, I'm too sick to do this anymore. And I quit. I know. That's probably something that people would want you to do, is lifting. But he's so full of himself, Pommy! He's so full of himself. He's a tool. I wish you could change the house guests and dress them in different ways, don't you? How cool would that be? I'd use all my costumes on them. Words are hard. Could you imagine how cool it would be if, and I think this and say this every time, if we could build down into that town and just use it? It'd be great. He does seem real. I'll give him that. His hand motions and whatnot seem very relatable, but he's still a tool. Just gonna say. Oh, looks like there's definitely stuff in there. All right, let's go take a look. Burlap pack. I've seen so many people stick him in cages and whatnot because he's so annoying. I personally, if I should do that, hello. Oh, that's all Nordenheim's doing. Nordenheim, my dear, actually rated off to me, and I truly appreciate it because he had 100-something viewers, so it's really awesome. We're just looking at houses and chatting, and there's no spoilers, so hopefully that helps. Oh, I love this little entrance, but no one ever comes in this way. Hey, Silence. You did, but, sorry. Maybe they'll come on later. It's almost like a staff. He owns a bar. That works for him, Pommy. He looks like a former frat boy who decided to go into the alcohol business, specifically in owning a bar. And he's a bro. And he owns a bro bar. I totally see him that way. I really do. Nord is great. I super appreciate it. It was really nice of them. Nice of him to write off to me. I remember when he was gonna get started. And I'm just like, go for it. Don't expect to make any money, but go for it. This is like a little natural temple. I've seen many of your homes. You are quite talented. Using the windows like this, I wouldn't have thought of it, but it really does work in here. And then you've got the buggies too, the candle flies. And it looks like no, that's just the antiquity, it looks like. Like coming down. What are you drinking? I assure you, you should not drink from a beaker. That's not a good idea. Not in Tamriel. Ah, okay. Who wants a heckin' cocktail? I don't know. Svart. The Elder Castle, north of Shimmerine on the cliffs near Kingshaven Pass. This castle was founded in Dawn Era for protecting Vereys lands from goblins and monsters. Ultimately, House Tharcyo rules this castle and surrounding villages for ages and serves honesty to Kinhouse. I think that should say honestly to Kinhouse of Shimmerine. All content inside Villa, you can also use outfit station and light place. Thank you for saying that, Svart. I appreciate you saying that all the content's on the inside, because otherwise there's so many different places you have to run around in, and it's just annoying. So, thank you. Oop, I almost ran past the sign-in sheet. I want to, when I get back to NA, what I'm going to do is buy a ton of cheese. And I'm going to put Bastion in a cage with cheese all around him. I think I'm going to actually do it. I think that should be fun. Torture the hell out of the guy. Okay, this is smart. I've done this in Matissan once, and I think it really worked out. What I mean is adding garden edging inside the house. It's usually really good if you start, it is. Hey, Locke. Let me give you a shout out too. They are an amazing streamer. You can use, whatchamacallit, hedges and then stick flowers in them if you really want to green it out. Looks really good. It works in Matissan. Works in a lot of Altmeri houses. Your Bastion hate, he is getting to me. I think it's because he's more of my DPS than my tank, and so lately in world bosses I'll pull him out because you know you don't really need a tank for a world boss, you need DPS, and so I pull him out for world bosses, and he just is so annoying. He's so goody. I see what they did. They closed off the side upstairs on this side with this statuary and stuff. It's pretty neat. But let's go upstairs here. Bastion is annoying. The painting doors. I would suggest, and I rarely do this, but put a little doorknob on it. Make it look like it's actually a door. Just a small little piece. Look at all they added. This is that second floor side. Amazing. They've added... I see why they closed off the far side then. Okay. Well, they're annoying, but they're super useful because I can now... I know this sounds pathetic, but I can now do group delves. I can do with them. I need them, but if I do it, I can do it. And I don't need to, you know, group anymore. And seeing as I'm just painfully shy, look at the wallpaper. You can do this with rugs, by the way. Because I'm painfully shy, anything that allows me to do more content without having to associate with people is always a good thing. Because I'm just so shy. It's ridiculous. Oh, I see we have a bathtub. As much as I'd like to see it filled with water, it does make more sense that there isn't any. I mean, think about how many tubs there are full of water with nobody home. It's kind of funny. Well, I'm getting to explore more content. That's for sure. Oh dear. Enter the void. Ah, look how they built down. Interesting. More wallpaper. I'm not gonna name names for guilds or people, but sitting in one of my guilds, I do like the little couple over here. Too cute. I was, well, two things. First of all, Grimalkins are apparently real. Let me show you something. Batman is a Grimalkin. He is a double-eared kitty. Let me show you. Did not realize the Grimalkins are real. Look at this guy. He's real. He's a blep. So there's that. I know, right? Oh shoot, I totally forgot what I was gonna say. I lost the other thing. Brain gone. Oh well. I'll remember it later. The Grimalkin just completely blew my mind. I saw it and I was like, I gotta show people that. And then I forgot. Because that's what I do, I forget. Okay, and then we close off the back room too. This is a lot of modification and I like it. Those are interesting pendants. Lamp pendants. Lots of good work here. I wonder what we were inspired by. It's definitely something. It's been like that. But to be fair to myself, let's do Teppiche Seasonal Winter, Reachman Camp, Forsaken. But to be honest, yes, that is an interesting ceiling. It started really bad when I got on a certain medication. And then they took me off of the medication because I was losing words so much. And I got so bad, my RA was so bad I couldn't get out of bed. It was just brutal. Then they put me back on it and it screwed me up for like a month. I was like screwed up for a month and just couldn't really stream. It was just brutal. Now I'm back on it. This is Forsaken. Wow. And it took a while to kick in, but now it's back on. So what I have to do is just accept that I'm going to forget words. Wow, they covered up the whole front entrance. There's all this extra land and they completely blocked it. Interesting. It's funny because that's what I was gonna say. I was in a guild, I was listening to a guild chat, and somebody was saying that you can't close off Sweetwaters because there's all that extra space in the front and they want to go around the side and just close off the house. I'm like, what are you talking about that you can't? And they're like, yeah, you can't close it off. It has to stay open. And I'm like, no, I've seen plenty of people close it off. You can close it off. Well, how? Well, you can either use rocks and make it a cave, or you can put wood and make it look like buildings, or you could do all sorts of things and close it off. Plenty of people have done it and don't use the house at all. And they then went on to tell somebody else somebody else who invited them to come see their house, that their house was probably a 6 out of 10. What a dick move. Like, don't tell people that the person didn't ask. Who told you to rate it? The response from the person was so good, I wanted to clap for them. They said, so let me go see your house. I want to see what a perfect 10 looks like. Sure, I'd be happy to, C-Code. I was like, oh, I'm gonna clap for you. Gotta clap for you. Hey, Nord. I was so proud of them. Like, don't let people... I'm like, look, it's art. It's subjective. You really shouldn't be sitting there and saying objectively that somebody's house is a 6 out of 10. Give me a break, you know? I mean, we have to judge for contests, but even with that, we always say, you know, it's just my opinion. Your house is great. It's just a thing I have, you know, if it's necessary for the contest, but I even try to stay out of that, but I respect that people have to do it. Because, you know, how else do you have contests, right? But just a dick move. Don't tell people things like that. Especially if they don't ask, don't tell people things like that. It's not nice. Encourage them. All right, let's go to C-Code's Potentates. Oh, it was insanely rude. And then they asked me what some of the best houses are that they've ever seen. And I named some on NA. I'm like, this is of course not all of them, but I named some on NA, and they're like, well, I don't see them in guild. And it's like, yeah, you don't see them in guild because they're not in guild. You have to go use one of the programs like either Port to Friend or EHE. Well, I don't know how to do that. I'm like, what are you doing, Rada Summer Getaway? Person was like, I forget what it was, but they were talking as if they know a lot about housing, but if you don't know how to get to a house without seeing the person in guild, then maybe you shouldn't be telling people what you think about their houses in terms of ratings. I mean, say it's good, say you don't like, say you like, whatever, but don't sit there and rate it because you clearly haven't seen enough if you only know how to get to places in guild. Don't do that. Be nice. Be nice to people. Wow, this is really cool. What a change. First of all, yeah, not cool. Don't pick on people. Our goal as boulder streamers should be to build people up. Yes, it is awesome. And you can do that even within the oh, it's so true. Even within the confines of, I think it is. I think it's either a lecture hall or some kind of place to preach or something. It's beautiful. But, like I was saying, right. Exactly. My point is that if somebody asks you, please could you let me know what I could do better or what I should change, then I will let loose with what I think might help. But I always encourage people and include the things that I like about their homes too when I'm saying that, you know, because it's otherwise it's just mean. All right, star hair. Nothing but star hair. Forget it. I'm gonna be this. And then we have a little. It's got to be a school or something, right? I will say that often. I will say that often because if it's, I dislike it. It's possibly that it's horror, and horror I'm not good at. Horror really kind of, I just can't relate to it very well. But I can notice something technically well done and say so. And I'm never lying on here. If I say I like something, I like it. And if I, you know, I can find something nice to say about everyone and everything. Look at that. It's like a sneaky down here. Huh. It's just, that's just the way I am. I know it sounds weird, but I'm really, wow. Wow, this is different. Fair enough. Like, I can't stand white wine. Look at this big old couch. This looks like a cuddle couch. You need 2 people and a cat or a dog, whichever your preference is. This is incredible, C-Code. It's such a complete transformation. I really like this. It's so different. I don't think I've seen anyone do anything like this at all. This is completely unique to me. Well, I'll say the truth, which is that for me, I'm not good at judging horror because horror isn't my thing. So it's hard for me to say, but I can recognize that there was a lot of effort put into it, and I can recognize what I, you know, think is neat, like if it has a cobble or a clever, unique idea or something like the lighting or the colors are done well. I'm very good at finding things I like. It looks like a clock. The only thing I will not compliment is if people didn't try. And that's usually pretty obvious. But if the person put effort and tried, yeah, I'm gonna compliment it. Is this a school? Oh, I didn't think we'd be able to go out. But you even did floral. Huh. I don't know. I don't want to be negative. Yeah, you are a little squeamish, but there's nothing wrong with that. We're all like different. I'm morbid, so there's that. We all have our own weird quirks. No flowers on this side, but that's okay. Is there anything? I see something in the sneaky. Excuse me, I have to go swim back to the sneaky. This is. I will go back up. I just want to see all the things. So we've got the treasure and a guardian. Yeah, that front sofa thing. Oh my god, look at it from the outside. That's gorgeous. It's so different. I like it. I completely did not expect that from the outside. Let me go see it from the front. It's true. And that's why when people lose contests, I always want to tell them, just remember this is usually one person's opinion, and that doesn't make it right. It just means that, you know, people like different stuff. Don't, you know, take it really personally, because... And plus, having judge contests in the past for people, it's very desert-like, too. I like it. Sometimes the difference between a winner and a non-winner is like one light. Some things can be so good and so close. That is really nice of you, Strike. It really is. That kind of encouragement makes people's days, makes people's lives sometimes. Because it can make them make decisions that are, you know, oh, I'm good enough? Hello? What are you wearing? Let me see what you're wearing. Oh, you're wearing, I think you're wearing, no, different outfit. I don't recognize that one. It's really pretty, though. Sea coat's always been good, though. Oh, wow, look at the shandy. Double shandy. That's that Vivek emblem in the center. And then you've got all of these metal pieces that you can pick up in, whatchamacallit, clockwork. For fairly cheap. Yeah. It definitely means something. I've had people be nice enough to do that for me. So I do appreciate it. And I try to do it for others if I'm not streaming the house. I'll sometimes send them a little email. This is beautiful. Completely unique, different, beautiful. I really, really like it. Did I miss anything? I'm sure I did. This is so... Although, Seacode, you haven't been talking. I'm wondering if you're just watching the stream. It's amazing to me. Are these normally upside down in the dwarven ruins and whatnot? Because it amazes me how many people thought to use these upside down, and I always thought they were floor pieces, and I appreciate that people use them differently. That's what makes good building is when you use something in an unexpected manner sometimes. Just never occurred to me to use them upside down. I'm always shocked at what I don't think of You know what I mean? Thank you. Thank you for inviting me. Last visit, so we've been there. Okay. Let's go down to... Wow, why would they say that? It's sort of like commenting on somebody's body, right? It's like, I didn't ask for you to give me that critique of my body. Sardi bravo. Hush whispers of an arcane eruption have sparked clatter of this remote shack's inhabitants practicing dark arts. But are the rumors as they seem, or just that? Rumors. Reachman's retreat. I mean, I wouldn't do that. The only thing I would say unsolicited is you might want to add a tiny bit of light here or there, you know, because that's nothing critical about their building. It's just sometimes on your screen things look lighter than they do on someone else's, and that's just a helpful thing to say. Doesn't it though? So I'll tell them, you know, you may need an extra light or two because you can't tell. It's different. It's different based on for different people. I've had people watch my stream and be like, holy shit, I didn't realize my house was that dark. It doesn't look that way on my house, on my screen. So I try to pass that along to people because I think they genuinely don't know. And secondly, I will not criticize, but suggest that, you know, if something's floating, I cannot tell you the amount of times, look at that cage, got a Daedric thing right through it. I cannot tell you the amount of times I've left things floating by accident, because from one angle it looks completely like it's on the ground, but it's not. So I'll point out, like, oh, your pumpkin is floating or whatever. This one isn't. I'm just using it as an example. Just so you know, it happens to everyone. Don't feel bad, but your pumpkin's floating, right? Those are the only two things that, without prompting or knowing the person for sure, oh, that hurt, I would tell people. But generally, that's just not my shtick. I know there's some builders, some streamers out there who do it, and there's nothing wrong with that, but that's just not my style. I just don't. I'll say what I like. I'll point out good things. Generally, I don't think bad things. So it's not like I'm just thinking it but not saying it. I'm just not thinking it. Exactly. And it's not just you, it's everybody. Everybody does it. It doesn't matter how seasoned you are. You can accidentally have something floating. There's some guilds provide that service to one another. Like they'll say, oh, look at these little chickens. They'll say, can you come check my house for floaters? Wow, that sounds terrible, but it's the truth. And they'll come and they'll look for floaty things. I mean, like I said, horror, not easy for me to judge, but this one's definitely interesting because there's an awful lot going on with different kind of lighting and whatnot. And the crystals are just interesting. It makes you wonder what is the ritual going on here. Shadow clock. There's shadow cocks. There's the demon cock. Why is that not good enough for you? The demon cockerel? Huh. Look at that little light holder. Very spooky. I gotta admit, this is pretty eerie. And, guys, sealing meat. First thing. Secondly, this is probably not pork. Oh. Have you actually put in a request for that? Because I know that sometimes these things actually do have a manner of happening. I love goats. When I moved out to Wisconsin, I was going to get goats, but we ended up buying a house without zoning for it. Oh, I know what you're talking about. But that wand is awesome. Turning people into baked chicken. Very neat. Alright. Looks like I'm way behind on these. Luxina, Daggerfall. Make sure you enter !potato for PCNA and PCEU. I give away 100,000 gold every single day that I stream, and I wanted a baby guar, but I've since gotten them. I think they're probably a lot of more work than I could do. 642 out of 700. Also, if you stream, feel free to do !SO space in your name. You don't need the @ you can shout yourself out at any point on my stream. You are welcome to. I am happy to promote other streamers. I feel like we're a community and we should promote one another. I don't always think to do it, so don't take it personally if I didn't do it for you. In fact, just shout yourself out at any point. I'm assuming this is a shower and that those are knobs. Knobs! A skeleton one? You have a skeleton Bantamgore? Oh, is he a skelly one? Made of skellies? Oh, look at that lamp. Very nice sconce. I've seen these as regular, like, desk lamps, but I haven't seen them as sconce lamps. Look at that toilet! Completely unique. Okay, look, it's got the pipe attached. It's somebody really thought about this and gave it a lot of attention to detail. There's your toilet paper. Your little trash can. Towels. Here's the sink. Yeah, go ahead. Oh, I've done that. It happens. Don't feel bad. I've done it. That's hysterical. People don't get mad. They know. You know, when you're streaming, there's so much going on at once. You know, things you're reading, things you're thinking about, what you're looking at, things and whatnot. Oh, okay. I must have missed it. Oh, I have so many pictures of toilets, but I don't mind taking a picture because I did a video once on different toilets you can do. So this is probably the blue elsewhere pot upside down. Let me double check. Let me see if I'm right. Yep, it's the cerulean pot. So if you want to do water in a sink and you don't want to use EHT, there you go. Oh no! That's funny. And then you've got all of your supplies and whatnot. Very pretty. Gotta say, I'm not usually a fan of Daggerfall as its basic self, but I think the improvements that they've made here are really good. Oh, I've done some stupid stuff. I've been linking my clips of dumb things I've done in a clips channel on our Discord in case you're curious. There's just a whole bunch of Stabby being stupid and doing stupid things and dying horribly. Why is the turtle in a cage? So here's our little whatchamacallit, alchemy room. And I do like the different take on the cabinets. I wouldn't have thought to put them sideways, but they work. It's more of a curio display than anything, and I like it. What is... Huh? What? There must be a story behind this. Do these people not like one another? Because everything seems to be sort of sliced down the middle? How strange. It must have. That must have just gone there by accident. You're right. I don't think that was intentional. But if it was, tell me, please. I'd be curious to know. So multiple people live here. It's not just one, you know, king and castle. All right, down we go. Let's see if we've got a dungeon. Oh, downstairs kitchen. No ceiling meat in this place. It's all very, very on the up and up. Oh, we do have a dock, okay. With moon sugar bamboo growing. Oh, this is nice. This is where we like to hang out, isn't it? This looks good. It definitely looks good. This must be great at night. Oh, look at your little garden over there. What ails me, I gotta be honest, is my RA. And the thing that seems to be helping more than anything, look at the glow plants too, that's probably gorgeous at night, is weed. It's the only thing that works. And I use it in really small amounts so I don't get high from it. But it's super helpful, honestly. Alright, let's do one more. So, exclamation point potato for PCNA and PCEU if you have not entered. Let's do Cherokee Autumn's Gate Jolly Bulldog. It's the only thing that friggin' works! There's two reasons why it works. One is it reduces inflammation. And for RA, that's huge. The second part is it messes with the nerves feeling pain, so you can just not feel it anymore. It takes a while to kick in, which sucks, but I use such a small amount. I used to be so anti-drug. My mind has... you know what's funny? The person who got me using it was my dad, who is in his 70s. He started using it for his pain, and he has some of the similar issues as me. And then he's like, "You've got to try this. It really does work." And he never used it in his life either. And then he has not. He served in Vietnam, and he was in infantry in Vietnam, blown up. And he has Purple Heart and all that. This is a lovely little home. What happened here? Somebody got into a fight. But the thing is that since he started using it for his pain, he's not had a single attack of PTSD. Not once. He's like, it's completely changed his life. So I wasn't willing to try it, and then I tried it. And I gotta say, it's true. It's great. Yeah. But I use such a small amount, I don't even get... My husband's like, I don't even know when you're taking it, because you act exactly the same. I'm like, yeah, because it's such a tiny little amount. I don't think it really does anything. Yes. And so... My 75-year-old dad got me eating, because I don't smoke it, I eat it. Eating pot. There you go. Did you ever think that you could be almost 45 and have a 75-year-old dad who teaches you about weed? I mean, it's just the funniest thing to me. This is lovely, Cherokee. It really is. All right. Let's see who else is on and see if I can do a start a raid before we raffle things off. We've got Airy, Madigon, and Nine-Tailed Fox. I have not raided off to Nine-Tailed Fox in a while, so we'll start that. I'll start counting down. And then we're going to raffle it off. So the winner is Azalea. Congratulations. I can send you that money when I get back on NA. So thank you very much. I won't be here tomorrow because we're picking up the kitties, but Monday I should be on at my normal time, which is 11 a.m. So I will catch you all later. Have a fabulous day, and thank you for watching today. I really appreciated it. So we're gonna raid off. I'll catch you soon. Next time you see me, I'll have kitties.
Than that, how's everyone doing? Stabity, welcome